How's it going? Happy Friday night. And guess what? We're going to do some makeup. It's Color Match by Susie.com. We're going to talk about Seint Beauty products. We're going to apply it. And then maybe if you go back and you watch it, if you don't want to do it right now, maybe at some point you're going to be like, I'm tired of my makeup routine. I want a different one. So I'm going to show you my makeup routine and maybe it'll pique your interest. If you've never seen it before, Seint Beauty is a customized makeup routine that's cream-based. And little metal tins fit into a magnetic palette, and you can go as big or as small as you want to. So we're going to put on some makeup. I think I'm going to start with my eyes first tonight because I haven't done anything today except for I did put on some SPF. I've been loving this one from NYX. It's called it's Bear With Me, but it's a SPF 30, and it has the cannabis sativa seed oil in it, but you won't get high. I read up on it. And the first ingredient, I think, might have been water. I can't remember. No. I can't remember. I don't know any of those words. But I do know that it works really well with my Seint cream. So, I'm happy with it. Alright, let's do eyes. Let's do eyes. Alright. I'm going to start first by going in. This is the shape brush. It's currently on sale. It's like 25% off. This is like one of my favorite all-time brushes. And I'm just going to tap right into this aura, and we're going to kind of prime the lids. I have a few different primers that I use sometimes, but this works just as well, and it's handy. So we're going to use this one. We're just going to cover up the little purple veins that I have on my eyes that have come with age. And then I'm going to flip over because this palette has everything that you'll need except for mascara. And I'm going to use a little bit of this powder right here, and I'm going to powder my lids. I'm doing this, and then I'm going to get in the shower and go to bed. But I need to come on here and do live because I have a lot of people that are like, your reels are great, but they're too fast. So I'm making a commitment that I'm going to try to do lives more, because some people may be seeing it over and over and they're like, okay, we've seen it already. But then there's always new people that haven't seen it. So just buckle up and ride along with me, please. Please. All right, we're going to do some, a little bit of eyebrows, not much. This is from NYX. I don't even know what the color is. Espresso. And it's really fine. You can also use your contour if you wanted to for your eyebrows, but this is just so easy for me to grab up, and it's just a little pencil. We're just gonna barely color them in. I had my eyebrows microbladed a couple of years ago. Love it. Probably one of the second best investments I've ever done. And it just gives you a nice guide, and boom, my eyebrows are done. My first best investment was getting the LASIK surgery back in 1999. I was like Ray Charles. I couldn't see jack squat. And on the way home from the surgery, I went to Atlanta. I live in Northeast Alabama, and I went over to Atlanta to TLC Eye Care Center. I don't even know if it's still there or not. 1999, I'll tell you, the same year that I got married to my husband. And on the way home, even though I had these big thick goggles, and I mean I was taped because they want you to tape because you'll in your sleep you'll mess with your eyes and stuff. They're like, tonight when you go home, just go to bed, sponge off if you need to, but don't. But on the way home through those clear goggles, I was like, even though it was a little fuzzy, I was like, is that Lone Star out there? I could see like restaurant signs. Is that Lone Star? Is that an Applebee's? I could see for the first time, and I barely could see the alarm clock. Isn't that crazy? So. And when I wake up, I could just see the red fuzzies, like a foot from my face. I couldn't see jack, but now I can. All right. Even this long, I went for an eye appointment because I have a lot of headaches and stuff. I went for an eye appointment maybe a year ago, and I still didn't need glasses. He said with my age, I'll probably need some readers at some point. But yeah, Fredo. Okay, so for the eyes, we're going to keep it really simple. I am going to do Bubba. I'm going to make it real quick in the eyeballs because we're not concerned about the eyes. We're just getting a little bit something else that'll give me a little color. So we do Bubba, and I'm kind of sloppy with it. The more comfortable you get with doing your eyes, the sloppier you become, and they turn out the same anyway, so you don't have to take your time. And then we're going to go in with a color Peppa, because it's beautiful. It's like a nude pink. It's a very light shimmer. Looks good on all eye colors, and one of my favorites. I always like to use my finger. You can use your brush if you want to, but this will put on a little bit more pigment. It can really pack it on. Okay, and then I think I'm just going to use pomegranate. Even though I use every day, I won't. I'll use Revival, and this is like a plummy purple, and we're just gonna pop just a little bit because I don't want it to be too dark. I just want a little bit of color. I usually do my eyes last because I feel like I can figure out better how my eyes need to look once I have the rest of my face on. But everybody's different. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do. And then I'm actually going to go right on my lower lash line with this color Revival. And drag that down, okay? I'm not gonna do eyeliner or anything because I'm fixing to wash it off in a minute anyway. All right, so let's start with the makeup. The star of the show. I think I'm gonna use the Buff brush. This is full coverage. What I love about it is the product will sit on top of this brush because it's so dense, and then more will apply to my face, hence giving you a fuller coverage. We have a lot of brushes that are, they range from a light coverage to a full coverage. This shape brush, that is my favorite, is a very light coverage, and I use this lots of times, and I use it to blend. I use it for my blush, but there's nothing on there. I've just kind of got it stained. I need to clean it. All right, so we're going to start first with the contour. I think we're going to use the color Cedar. So I'm just going to kind of, and I know I say this all the time, but this is for the new people. The contour colors are a little bit stiffer, so whereas you barely have to dip into the cream colors, you really have to kind of swap into the, hey Bubby.
Sorry for the comments, everybody.
Love you, Bubby. You really have to, she can stay here if she wants to. You really have to kind of, you know, swap into that pretty good so that you get a little bit on your brush. But now I won't just do hard swipes here. I just still kind of stipple it just to deposit some on my face. Oh, hey Kim. You've been using the, I don't use it a lot because I don't necessarily love just a very full coverage, but I love it to apply. This is perfect to apply and then to go back and I blend with another brush. But sometimes if I'm in a pinch and this was the only brush I had, I can blend with this side too, but it's just my choice. I love this little fluffy bunny tail end. Okay. If you want to do a little bit of chiseling or carving your cheekbone, go right ahead. And I'm just going to do it right where I have more of the jowls. I think my husband's in there watching The Fog, the one from like 1980. He's like, you watching this? I was like, no. He said, we watched the remake. I said, well, the remake is probably better than this one. We watched those old movies and they're as cheesy as the day is long. I can remember thinking Star Wars was like the best movie ever. I can remember us watching that as a family and thinking, wow. And I know a lot of people's gonna be like, but then you go back and watch it. Now, granted, it's still good, especially for back in the day. But you watch it and you're like, oh my, you laugh at some of it because it is so cheesy. Okay, so now I'm all contoured up. Yeah, I like to do that too. I put it on and blend it with another. All right, so now we're gonna go in and we're gonna do our main highlight shade, which is the color Wheat, which is this one right here. All these are highlight shades and these are my contours. So these are contours. I can pick and choose whichever I want to, and these are my highlight shades. I can make all of these work. So we're gonna go in with this one right here. Wheat. I love wheat. And when you put it on, you think, oh, this is not right. Don't worry. Don't worry. Trust the process, because it will blend right in with your skin. And if it don't, the creams are so easy to correct. You can just pop a little bit more color on it and correct it if you needed to. But I'm just kind of going through and filling in a lot of these areas that didn't have anything. The only areas that I'm not touching are the right down the center of my face and under my eyes. And then we're going to go in with my brightening shade. And I don't know if I want to use Sunlit or Aura. I think I'll use Aura. I've been using Aura lately. You never know with me. And I just pop that right here. It really is like a paint by numbers simple makeup routine. And sometimes people be like, I can't do it. You don't have to do it just like me. I didn't do it just like this to begin with either. I played around with it, and over the course of time found my groove in the way that I like to do it. There is so many ways you can skin this cat, so don't think I can't do that. You can, and I can also help you. I have women all the time sending me pictures and questions and stuff in my DMs, and I'm more than happy to help everyone, like your personal makeup assistant. If I can do it, anyone can do it. I will assure you that. Look, now we're just going to kind of carve this out. Because it is creams, it's so forgiving. We've not set it or anything, so it's still going to move on your face, and you can do any kind of corrections that you need to as well. So we're going to kind of swoop up and get that jawline looking, that cheek line right there, keeping a little popping. Okay? Now I can go ahead and do my blush if I wanted to. So why not? Let's do that. Ooh. I'm probably going to use a little bit of Tango too, but just for the sake of this, we're going to do a little bit of Madrid, because I feel like this will pop and show up a little bit more, and then I'll go back over with the gloss with Tango, because this is a peachy color. Isn't that pretty? I need to put a little bit of lip liner on too. I always go over with a balm first, because I like for this to kind of slip around on my lips. Slips the lips. So I'm going to kind of just go really quick and draw. It ain't got to be perfect because I don't keep it this way. But that balm makes it to where it doesn't, if I don't have a balm on it, it makes it too dark and it's harder to kind of blend out. So I like to do this, and then I'll just leave it for a little bit. But I'll probably touch just a little bit of this Madrid right in the middle. Not a lot, because I'm going to go over it with Tango as well. So we're going to leave that for right now. And now we're going to go in, and we're also going to do a bronzer while we're at it. We're going to do it all. So I'm going to pop into Bella. This is a bronzer. Sometimes I do my lips and cheeks after. I usually apply all my makeup, and then I do my cheek color, and then I do my my bronzer, then I do my cheek color. But tonight we're doing the whole shebang. We're doing it all at one time, just so you can see. And so we're just popping some bronzer there. And then if I don't have enough when I blend it out, then I'll go back over it and use some more. I like for my bronzer and my blush and my contour to kind of all marry together. So it's almost like I do my bronzer in a C right here. And then I usually do just a little bit on the tip of my nose. Okay. Does that look scary? That's crazy. All right, I think we're good. So now we're going to go in. If I wanted to bronze my neck, I could very well do that too. But, oh my gosh, let me share this. Let me share this. So this is a new bottle because I was not going to run out of this because I have been loving this product. This is called Can I read? Do I have a degree in anything? Give Me the Glow Down. It is such a fine mist sunless tanner that you can do it in the morning before you put on your makeup if you wanted to. You could just spritz it and then give it time to dry and then apply your makeup. But I do it pretty much every single night. I get through my skincare routine right before bed, and I just spray my face and my neck and my chest down, because my neck and my chest and my face are all usually 3 different colors. Don't ask me how that happens, but it just does. But this actually makes my neck tan. It don't settle in the lines, and it doesn't stink. And whenever I wash my face and stuff, I don't know, it doesn't wash off in a weird way or anything. It doesn't wash off at all. I use it every day. It's a gradual tanner. I love this. It's rose water, but it doesn't smell like, not in your face roses. But it is awesome. And it's like $10 on Amazon. If you want that link, let me know and I can send it to you. But if you comment now that you want it, you might want to wait, because I think I have it linked in my link tree as well, because it is so good. But once I post this live, you can let me know and I can send it to you. $10. No, I do love the Coco and Eve as well. I love that one. It was one of my first loves of whatever, but this one popped up on Amazon like, you might want this too. Amazon knows me too well. And so I ended up getting it, and I use that one every night. Every night. So if I don't wear any makeup throughout the day, if I feel like I have a little bit of a tan, I don't use as much makeup. I don't, I go out more, because even though I'm still freckled and my skin's not perfect, I'm just not like, the people from Twilight over here. So I'm just kind of blending around, popping around with this. I'm not really swiping or anything. I'm just kind of stippling and pressing it in. I do the light areas first, and then I'll go back and get the darker areas. But you can do it in any order or however you want to. Because as long as you are not just dragging, then the colors are not going to move around. They're going to stay put. And then if you did your jawline, make sure you blend that too. Because if you don't, you'll see it in the reflection out and about, and you'll be like, ah! I've done that many a time. And I probably will do it again. So now we're going to blend. So this was my contour and my bronzer. Your contour is going to be a little bit cooler than your bronzer. Your bronzer is meant to just give you some warmth, super sheer coverage. Your contour is going to be cooler and kind of mimic shadows and kind of maybe manipulate how your face looks. You can make it slimmer or shorter, or do nose contour and that kind of stuff. So it's just for creating shadows. Now I'm going to make sure this is all blended together. And see, that would be fine right there if I wanted to leave it just like that. But we're going to put some Tango on. Okay. We're really done. And I have sat here and gabbed and gabbed and gabbed. It does not take long to do. Sometimes if I'm just getting ready in the evenings or really quick to do whatever, I'll tap into my main color real quick. I may do a bronzer, I may do a contour, I may not, and that's it. I can call it done. But you can, you can use as much or as little as you want to. So now I'm going to go in, I'm going to kind of press this in so that I don't have such a dark line. And that lip liner that I use, this is from NYX, and it's called Urban Cafe, but they quit making it. They discontinued it, and I had no idea that so many people loved it. And apparently I'm, as usual, behind the times, because people on TikTok, there was people that was like, oh my gosh, where are we going to get this from 2020? And one of the people that followed me in here was like, she researched it, and she found a dupe. And so, she's like, here it is at Ulta. So I bought it. And that one was from LA Girl. And it's called Chai, maybe Chai Latte or something. But it's Chai something. But you can get it at Ulta. I couldn't find it on Amazon. So guess what? I ordered it from Ulta. Because I needed it. must have. All right, that's my face. But we're going to go over a little bit of Tango. So this is one of our shades of the season. I must order another one before this sells out because I'm afraid it will. Tango and Love Spell, these two have my heart. Ever Red is also one of our shades of the season, and Tiny Dancer is also one of our shades of the season. But I don't wear reds a lot. They don't look good on me. So I love peachy colors, and I wouldn't have thought that I loved Spellbound. I love it. I love it. This is a gloss, and sometimes the glosses will tend to, if I'm not careful, actually take away from my makeup. They take it away, and it accentuates sometimes in my lines, so my age spots and that kind of stuff. But Tango does not seem to do that. As much as I would love to love Black Cherry like everybody else and their brother, when I put it on sometimes, it doesn't look like it does on other people. You know, everybody's different. And it's probably not that it looks bad. It's just not something that I prefer. So I was really excited to get Spellbound because it is a satin. And then I love this one because I feel like the pigment of this gloss, it's almost like a semi-gloss. I don't know. I can't remember how Seint classifies it. But it doesn't seem as, it just has more coverage than some of the other glosses. Stunning. Stunning, stunning. And then we're going to pop that on the lips. Your shades of the seasons have not come in yet? They're going to have to get, they're going to have to get with it. Julie, you haven't, you haven't got Peppa though, right? I found a video from 5 weeks ago. I don't know if somebody liked to comment, but it threw it up there, and I saw it, and I thought I didn't respond to one person on here when I was talking about my love for Peppa. So that's why I use it tonight. That's what I have on my eyeballs. I love Peppa. I love it. I love Peppa and Rome. They're like two staples I feel like everybody needs. All right, that's it. That's all you have to do. If I wanted to bronze more, I could, but this is such a nice, easy, natural makeup. I would suggest this, especially if you were new to Seint. Let me get in here. See how perfect my face is? But it's a natural, and it's just it's a slight natural, easy coverage. Easy coverage. I will take this and pick up, this is damp, and I'll pick up just a little bit of extra product if I have any on my face. And then I also will powder with this sometimes. I will put it right into a loose powder. If I need it to really set, I will put it into my Vanilla Dust here if I'm just wanting to set right up under my eyes or something, because that's usually where I do set, is right here. Mainly. But don't be scared to experiment, because you can do so many things with this makeup. That's it. I guess we can do a little bit of illuminator. Why not? The color Nova. Gorgeous. Here it is. It's my favorite. Rose Gold used to be my favorite. I felt like that was universal for everybody. I feel like Nova is too. It is such a nice, pretty little sheen. I'm going to pop it right there. That is not pout in your face. And that's what I love about it. It's very subtle. Very subtle. The creams too, they don't set in those like that. They'll move with those smile lines. I mean, I've earned every one of those because I think I've laughed my entire life. But that's what I love about it, is that it does not settle in your lines. It moves with your face. This cream will move with your face. That's the difference between powders and the liquids. But it's a preference thing. Because if you love a foundation that you're using right now and you're like, I don't want to get away from it. I love this, the Airbrush Flawless Finish from Charlotte Tilbury. You love that. That's fine. You can continue to use that. But you can also use this right here to supplement it. You could have a bronzer and a lip and cheek and a contour, a brightening, or your eyeshadows. You can have all those if you wanted to use your current foundation. This works with them as well. But if you try the foundation, I think you'll like it. And I would love to help you. It's colormatchbysusie.com. And there we go. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy. Get that shine. Isn't that a pretty finish? Super natural. I don't think I had any more questions. Make sure. It is, I think it's more coverage than Tropicana. Let's do a quick swatch. I know I did a video on that already, but I felt like, here's Tropicana. And here's Tango. Tango has got more pink to it, but it feels like the Tropicana does. But there's Tropicana. Super duper pretty. Super duper pretty. And then here's Tango. When I say I love this color, y'all, you know, I could marry it. I love that color. Look at that. Oh my gosh. It is so pretty because it is literally like an orangey pink. Oh, I love it. I mean, it's got great coverage. That's what I love about it. Anyway, I've rambled on enough. Took up enough of your time on here. Thank you all for sticking with me and watching and hopefully wanting to try the makeup, get a color match. Colormatchbysusie.com. I typically turn my results back within 24 hours. And then again, we'll work through, you know, troubleshoots, and every time you have questions and stuff, I will be your makeup person that you can come to and ask your, you know, all your Seint related or anything that I know I'll be happy to share. And then if you don't want to do a color match and you just want to order your own stuff, you can click the link in my profile and do Shop Seint, and you can go to the collections tab and you can find your own shade. And how you would do that is they have a range of people with similar skin tones, and it would be a level 1 all the way to level 8, and you can pick out whatever range you want. And then after you find your shade, you can say, do you want a 410 collection? Do you want an 810 collection or a 12? You can, there's 3 different price points that you can do. They each come with a brush and a palette, and then the 4 has, you know, 410s, and then the last one has like eyeshadows and I think a couple brushes, but you save a lot of money doing those as well. So that's really good to do, and they're pre-built, and it's one of those add it to the cart, one and done, and you don't even have to do a color match. But if you do have a question, you're like, I'm not sure which level, because I want to save money and I want one of these collections, I can help you out if you're, you know, if you have a little bit of trouble picking out your skin tone. Because I will say this, I don't think the pictures are absolutely some of them didn't have the best lighting. I mean, I think you can look at it and judge it good enough, but the colors are so forgiving. I can wear a range of shades. I can wear probably 5-6 shades easily and make them work. So even if you were one up or one down, if you're close enough, girl, you'd be just fine. So anyway, it's colormatchbysusie.com. Let me know if you need any help, any suggestions. You want a color match, you just want to chit chat about it, I'm here for it.